And it's important that you do share your feelings, right? We should.
100%. 100%. Yeah.
Rather than keep them bottled up for years and years and then not sleeping at nighttime. And then one day you wake up and everything comes out at once.
That's right.
Okay, relationship problems. This is our next segment. How do you deal with ex-husbands while still letting them see your kids? Divorce is a big thing right now.
Oh my gosh, this is so big.
Yeah.
And it's an important question. And here's what I would say to the viewer that asked this question is ask yourself, what is the best thing for my children? It's not about your ex-husband. He's the ex. I know he's still in her life and probably depending on the age of the kids for a long time, but even that relationship will change as the kids grow up and they develop their own communication with him. But in the meantime, ask yourself, what do my children need from me in this moment? And sometimes you've got to be the bigger person and you've got to be mature about it. There's also a 3-step process that Michael Beckwith had shared with me that I absolutely love. And I think this is going to help you, and it will also help others. Really, I tell all of my clients, do this, just do this. One is accept it. It is what it is. This is the situation. Number 2, harvest the good. Sometimes you got to dig deep to find the good. But the good could simply be, he gave me, through our relationship, we had these beautiful children.
Right.
And maybe that's what it is. And then the 3rd, this is the toughest. Forgive the rest. Just let it go. Easier said than done, I know, but if you can start to switch the focus and discipline your thought to be on what's best for the children, I promise that you will actually feel better about yourself as well. Yeah.
How do you handle alone time when your in-laws lives with you? This is a cultural thing too.
This is a cultural thing.
Do you live with your in-laws?
No, I don't. But you know what? Actually, I would live with my in-laws.
Oh, you would?
I really enjoy them.
That's,
not
you
my
don't
mother.
hear that often.
No, I wouldn't live with my mom, bless her soul. But it may require going out more. It may require, gifting the in-laws with an evening out. But on a consistent basis, I would say look at where you can control. So many times we can control our mornings and our evenings. The middle of the day can be a gong show. Could you wake up even a little bit earlier and have coffee together?
I like that.
Yeah. Could you start your evening routine a little bit earlier so that you could have some time together, some time just the two of you, as opposed to kind of doing everything and then just getting to bed?
How do new parents strike balance between love and sacrifice?
Well, look, if you're a new parent, my God, do you remember? Like it's just, you're in this whole new world. Things have happened within your body, your relationship. I think you've got to give yourself some grace.
Yes.
You just have to extend yourself grace, extend grace to your partner, extend grace to this new family configuration, and allow yourself again, just give yourself the grace to say, I'm doing the best I can with what I have. I wouldn't even offer tools and strategies. That would be it.
But I remember my first child, when I had my first child, that's when our relationship was tested. Do you mean, there you are, you two going out every Friday, Saturday, everything's great, and then you have another body in the family and you're taking care of your child. And I was like, my focus was on the baby. And that's when we struggled as a couple, right? And we got through it, of course, but it was a tough time. So whoever sent this question out, I totally understand what you're going through at this moment. And you kind of lose who you are too when you become a mom,
Oh my God, you lose everything.
Yeah.
You lose hygiene,
everything,
it's just like everything in the beginning.
Yeah. How can I get my husband to talk about his feelings?
Oh gosh, this is a good question. This is a good question. Sam is his name?
Yeah.
Can we get, no. Sam, I've got a question for you. Just pull up a seat.
But I have to be honest, he's better at it than I am. I tend to keep things in, and he's like, let's talk about this. Let's open up. And that took me years to actually do that. So for me, it was the opposite. Opposite effect for me,
So first of all, if you want your husband to talk about his feelings, what you want to do is talk about it in the way of how it affects you. It's not about him. So you could say something like, the last time that you shared X, I felt so much closer to you. I really loved when you did that. And then, but if you go into it saying, you don't share your feelings, I feel like you're pushing me away, like the wall goes up, he is not listening, and there's no conversation. But if you do it from that place, he's more receptive, most likely. The other thing, it's what you said. What we have to understand is that some people did not grow up in a home where they really learned how to do this or they saw this. So he really may not know how. which means that when something happens, his habitual response may be to, I'm going to work it out myself. Not because he doesn't love you. It wouldn't even occur to him.
What would you say is the top 3 elements you need in a relationship?
I would say the top one is taking 100% responsibility for yourself in the relationship and your happiness. It is not your partner's job to make you happy. Some people don't like that. They don't like that. Because they want to stay in the place of blame. Well, you're doing this, you're doing that. That is not a healthy relationship. Let people grow. Let people live. It's a relationship. It's not ownership, right? Mm-hmm. So I would say definitely take 100% responsibility for your part in the relationship, for your own happiness. Mm-hmm. Communication.
Communication's a big one.
It's a big one.
Yeah.
Another great thing that your viewers could do is the love languages. Have you heard of those?
No.
Oh, this is so good. So I'll just say this quickly. It's by Dr. Gary Chapman. So we show love in different ways and receive love in different ways. We generally show love in the way that we feel loved, but it may not be the way that our partner feels loved. So I'll give you an example. There's 5. Acts of service, which could be like unloading the dishwasher, helping around the house, or starting the car in the winter. That's always nice. The second, quality time, just being really present, having that time together. Another one, words of affirmation, saying I love you, saying thank you, I really appreciate that. Another one is physical touch.
Yeah.
But again, it could just be for some people, and I see this with couples that I work with, that when one is getting upset, if the other person just did this, just grounds everything. And then the final one are presents or gifts. But again, it could be that you just saw something and you thought of the person, but there's some sort of exchange that's happening. So Dr. Gary Chapman talks about a couple that came to his office, and the woman had said, I planned you the most fabulous 40th surprise party, and I felt like you didn't even care. And he said, that's what you would have wanted. I just wanted to go out for dinner with just you.
Right.
That's a great thing that you can do. You can get the PDF all offline and just do the quiz with your partner.
That. What is it called again?
The 5 Love Languages by Dr. Gary Chapman. But you know what? I will tell you this. The greatest healing for people can come within a relationship. Again, it's not your responsibility, but it is something that can be a byproduct of it, that we can heal wounds from earlier days that are unfinished, and it's a beautiful thing to see.
Thank you for being here with us.
Oh my gosh,
I've learned so much. I'm going to go write down my goals right now, and then I'm going to go kiss my husband.
Okay, good.
And then I'm going to go to spa day.
Done.
Right? Perfect.
It's been
high five. Yes.
It's been a success.
Have some cake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I can have cake. I can have my cake and eat it too.